Wow.
This sound international right here.
No.
Real Ellie Caliente.
Very South about.
But y'all niggas didn't know.
Rolling.
Welcome. Welcome. No repeats. No repeats.
No.
They haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, they haven't seen that one?
No, it's not out yet.
Hey, coming soon.
Yeah.
Soon. Oh, yeah.
So,
But we do welcome you.
to another random on repeat.
Hey, always random. Sort of.
Yeah. Appreciate the comments. I looked at it. There was some long paragraphs in there that I really appreciate. Some in-depth.
Shows you guys are watching.
Yes.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
that.
Please keep doing what you're doing. Hit that like and subscribe. Is that what you're supposed to say?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to say. But
Okay, yeah.
cost $0. Okay, all
right. What we getting into today, Pope?
Sensitive one. What age?
Before you start, this is going to be a fair warning. It's going to be a sensitive subject. Just
Disclaimer. So if anyone wants to get out of the car, get out now.
I mean, we all got kids, so
Yeah, and that's kind of how it came up, and we thought about. Go ahead.
Okay, so what we doing?
all right. So today we're going to be talking about what is a good age to lose your virginity.
I mean, is there a good age?
I mean, full disclosure, I was 12. I was 12, and it wasn't really. It wasn't ideal. It wasn't ideal. I mean, I obviously had no idea what I was doing. I don't even think I was watching porn at that time. I think I was still in grade school, and it was very, very awkward. And ironically, I was not the aggressor on this. It was her. She was the aggressor. She was like,
how old was she?
She was my age. She was like 12.
Fast ass.
That's a bad sign. And wherever you are right now, little chicken, you should be ashamed of yourself.
But she don't know no better. Yo,
Where are you getting that?
So we all have kids around that age.
But let me finish. The really you don't think that's fucking fucked up. What's really weird about the situation is whenever it happened, it was like almost like it was porn. Like she had watched porn before. Cause she was like, hurt me, bro, hurt me. Yeah, it's fucking weird. I didn't know.
You 12. You ain't hurting anything with that.
And I was like,
you don't know.
And I was like, I'm not trying. I don't want to hurt you. She's like, no, that's not what I mean. It wasn't necessarily awkward because thinking back on it is awkward. But when I was in that situation, I'm not thinking of it like that. I'm just, I was nervous as hell. I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
But,
so, this is not when I lost my virginity, but this is when I.
You was like 19, right?
No, I was 25.
Are you serious?
No, stupid.
Oh.
Anyway, I was super duper young. I remember, I can't remember the age, but I remember young enough to be still playing at the park. I had to be maybe second grade. And we at the park and didn't know anything about sex, of course. And we're playing around, and this, me and this girl, this girl, and two other kids were out there, and then we're playing like castle or something like that. And she gave me a kiss, and I was like, "You want to do it?" And she pulled out her pants. At this age, I didn't know there was a vagina, so she pulled out her pants. And I pulled out mine, and I just laid on top of her butt. And this is the other part to it. You're like, damn, where did you learn this stuff from? I don't know.
Well, see,
because it wasn't like my parents they weren't strict, but they weren't like, hey, something nude on the TV, get out of here. And they didn't really watch adult shows around us, and they didn't really let us watch adult shows. I mean, my brother and sister, they were still, kind of still young themselves. Still, my older brother and sister, they were still, kind of young and innocent also. and they weren't telling us anything about that. But it was like it was crazy. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, we're playing in the sand, son. Super young.
Oh, so you didn't actually? I thought, okay, you didn't actually lose your virginity. You was just like,
No, I didn't know. I didn't know there was a vagina there. I'm just laying my.
how do you even learn something like that? Where'd you even?
Oh,
That's
I don't know. I really thinking back at it. It's like I don't know.
all right. So I guess it's my turn. My turn. My turn.
Sure.
I think I was there when you lost your virginity.
No, you wasn't there.
I'm fucking with you, man.
Oh, because it was to you. Pause.
Anyway, John.
Man. So not a secret. I did spend some years in Granville, Oklahoma. I'm
Armpit
very
of the
proud
world.
that.
No, but we like Granville people.
Oh, we do. We love y'all. Hey.
We love you.
So, man, the whole time, and we'll make it short. The whole time I was going there, I can remember some older chicks that liked me that was really trying to do some craziness to me and with me. And I was always, I don't want to say I was scared, but I didn't know what to do. And I had older cousins at the time who was already doing these acts. And they used to just, they used to always trash talk me and, call me little names and try to get me to get into it. And I'll never forget this little chick, man. This little chick, man.
Make it to goddamn point. Nigga, you make my balls itch. Damn.
I was going down memory lane, man. Damn.
Yo, there was this one time, and
Okay, my fault.
the sky was blue,
My fault. So
grass was green.
Anywho, the little chicken wound up coming over to the crib. We had to be 13, 12, 13. And yeah, it was so weird because she had on like a jean skirt, and like that's why I don't like jean skirts to this day. I hate them shits. I just anywho,
Get to the damn fucking point.
took her underwear off, laid on top of her. I don't even know if it really went all the way in or it just went around it. And then it was too many because my cousins and them was there. Brian. They was there.
The call out?
Right.
Names?
They was there. They were beating on the windows. They were knocking on the door because I was in the house by myself and brought her back to the house and tried to get it on.
Yeah, the socks on, baby.
Black people wear socks with everything.
I did have my socks.
We even swim in socks.
And yeah, it wasn't even I don't know. It wasn't. Nah, it wasn't cool. But you don't.
And like I said, we all have kids around this age. My oldest is about to turn 15.
Oh.
And I'm petrified.
Yo, I don't want that to. My girls are my oldest, and I've had these talks with them as best as I can to. You don't know anything. You don't know what you don't know, and you don't want to know it until it's time to know it.
Yeah.
And a good time to know it is when you're with somebody who loves you and respects you and so I guess that's the political answer, right?
Yeah, so going back, what do you feel like a good age? When you of age? When you legal?
I mean, nobody can really tell you that. I mean, it's like
12. We all believe 12,
Yeah.
13, 14 is terrible.
Yeah, that
ain't it because that teaches you bad habits. Just from that point, as I was saying before, so now you have a mixed idea of what sex is supposed to be. So just think of all that sex you was having in high school. That shit was terrible. You was just having terrible sex for a long time.
Yes, I was.
I'm saying we thought we was out there killing it.
But you can say this is like a generational thing, but it's not. I mean, I know people that I work with are known that are actually 18, 19 years old that had sex when they were like 13, 14, 12 years old. It's not generational. It's just like something that you just do whenever that you're ready, I guess.
But I also know people that have waited though.
I know people that's waited. I know people that's being pressured into it.
So let me ask you this: what age if you can go back in time, what age would you have waited till?
Honestly, I don't know. Whenever I'm actually ready, I guess. I mean, that is like you said with the political answer. I mean, but nobody can really prepare you for your first time.
If you
Sometimes.
was going back preparing, I'm making up words. If you were preparing yourself,
I
you're
mean,
they're
but
like, hey, little broby, hey, put that shit
I
away.
got you. 18.
18.
18. If I could have went back and talked to myself, because I had some wasted years in there.
Yeah.
Some wasted
but
years in
why?
there
But why the
going
age?
bananas.
But why the age? The specific age, 18? Because you feel like
Because
you're a man, or you out of
because
high school, or
my
what?
body had matured to what you would feel would be almost its peak at that point. You have the knowledge of what you're supposed to do, and not only that, but you're not trying to be reckless.
Not necessarily. I wouldn't say you didn't have the knowledge of what you were supposed to do because you can learn that really easily.
But that's what I'm saying. If I could go back and talk to myself at the age of 18 is where I would start from there, and I would give myself the knowledge of what to do.
Is that you're saying that because you have you have girls?
No, I'm saying that because that's just what I would do.
Yeah. I'm probably 18, 19.
There's not.
Because because in high school, like 18, I was at my peak. And y'all, if y'all remember me at 18, I was a specimen. But
Still sticking to that shit, ain't
I got what else
I
I got to
mean,
hold on
you
to?
see, you did vouch for him.
We got pictures, man. We got receipts, man.
But
Your boys wasn't always like this.
yeah, but yeah, like I didn't know what to. I had older females holler at me when I was 14.
Damn.
Seniors when we was in high school. They like the uneven hairline with the big ears.
But again, you're not naming good sex that you having at 15 and 16. That's not good sex.
I mean, I had some
I don't even really remember the second, but then again, I from
because it got to a point where I was just ODing.
in high school. I mean, like time you started.
It got to a point where I was just ODing, and not even like I said, you weren't. I wasn't. I was just trying to get it in as many times as I could.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
You can't tell me that's good sex. And that's just from a guy's point of view. Just I can't imagine all the 13, 14, 15-year-old ladies just laying there like fish. Oh wait, that might have been rude. Okay, so you just laying there because you don't know anything. If you would have ran into some little 15, 16-year-old girl that was just a pro at doing craziness, you'd have been shocked.
No,
I mean, not at
no,
that age
no.
because you just like you said, you just thinking about getting it in. You're not really.
Yeah. So,
You
and
wasting
it's
your poundage.
no, but it was almost like grooming because okay, I was sleeping with a little older females at the time. They were probably sleeping with a variety of people also. I mean, they had some experience when I was going in. Then I end up gaining some experience going in.
But that's what your sex is. Your sex is a collective of your experiences.
But at 16, I'm feeling like I'm thinking back 16, 17, I felt like I did a lot. I did way more than what I should have. And I felt like there's some things that I've progressed and changed at, but it's
You figured you was at your best right then.
not at my best, but I mean, I'm saying it's like, math is math. Once you know how to do it, regular
No,
arithmetic.
that's not true. Because
I'm telling you from what I feel like
you're
my
not still having sex the same way now.
no,
that you
because
were
my
having-
body doesn't move the same way.
You've been blessed with a different type of knowledge. There's some things that you can do right now that you didn't know then.
Sure, but you talk about sweating it out in the backseat of a car for 2 hours.
That's hot. That's good sex.
At the time,
At the time,
I've never done that. So.
What?
Yeah, I've never had sex in the car.
oh, in the car,
Wait.
in the park,
Yo,
Park, yeah.
in the car? That's basic.
you could do it on the plane, on the train. In the rain.
I do not like green eggs in it.
Said
Really?
by
You
him.
never did in the car? It's kind of basic, man.
Bruh,
I know.
I got pulled. So I was in the alley once, like broad daylight, 5 o'clock, in a car, sweating out the windows, fogging up the windows. Cop comes in, pulls up, pulls us over, get dressed, gets out the car. And he's like, talk to me. It's like, yo, I could ruin your life right now. It's like, pretty much he's like, take your goofy ass to a hotel. This ain't, you got kids walking out here, you somebody's backyard. He was like, anybody could have caught y'all. It's like, take your goofy ass to a hotel next time.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't so lucky. When I got caught in the park, on prom night, my prom date went to jail.
Are you serious?
You don't remember that?
No.
My prom date went to jail.
Well, I went to two different high schools than y'all two, but I distinctly remember that.
Prom night, yeah, right after prom, we went to Lucy Park.
That was DL, right?
Yeah.
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 Oh, really?
Yeah. She went to jail.
Why her? Why not you?
Yeah, whenever he asked for her name, she gave him her sister's name for some reason. I don't know why she did that, but her sister had warrants.
Goofy.
And as soon as she said that, she couldn't even take it back. She had no drawers on or nothing. My man tiara was crooked on her head. My man took it straight to jail.
Funny story. That's how I went to jail one time too.
What, with the cricket tiara on your head?
And
No panties? No panty draws?
That's what's up.
See, that's some funny motherfuckers. Anyways,
That's what's up.
you was actually at my house in my apartment when I went to jail. Remember? Because I gave him your name.
Stupid. You got me.
I didn't know his license was suspended. So I gave him his name and they ended up taking me to jail. That's a crazy ass story too.
Yeah, that's for another time.
Yeah.
What was your license?
I didn't
have one at the time. I'm like,
he just thought they were gonna ask him for a license.
Yeah, I'm like 20. I'm like 22, 23 maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'm like maybe 22. I think. I didn't get a license. I was 22.
So what did you do? What you got there?
What
did y'all? Wait, I'm lying. My name is not.
No, when they came back with the ticket, John, I was like, it was like, yeah, Mr. Stewart, you know your license is suspended. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, let me step out the car. He's like, no. So you can stay in the car. I said, no, I really need to step out. He said, no, you need to go ahead and step in. I said, no, sir, I really do need to step out. He was like, you do? For what? I said, that's not my name. He said, oh, it's not. Then what's your name? So I gave him my name, right? Came back. I was all clear City County. I don't have shit. I've never really been in trouble. So they go back and they look at my shit and I'm clear. I was like, yeah, go ahead. They came back. He was like, go ahead and step out the car. Said, put your hand. I said, sir, please, my ID. I had an ID. I just didn't have a license. I said, my ID. I stayed right up the street. We just go there. I have my ID right on my table, man. Please, sir, please.
Well, first of all, you don't request to step out the car, Goofy.
I knew I was going to jail.
No. So he was going to get you a ticket for suspending license. Then, if you would have said you got to suspend the license, if he tells you to stay in the car, you would got to suspend the license. You would have got the failure to ID, and you would have had to bring all that stuff up. If he was a cool one, and it sounded like he was going to let you stay in the car, and you're going to tell you to get off the road.
No, he was going to let me stay in the car on a chance, based on the basis I was him. When I want to go get a ticket in this nigga name. That's my boy.
You just pay the ticket.
Why would I do that?
Because you want to go to jail.
No.
You've already created a lie.
I did because I knew he had a license. That's the only reason I told him that. I knew he had a license. I thought they was going to come back. Okay, yeah, you can go.
What did you do when you get caught in a lie?
That went way off subject.
I got to finish that. What do you do when you get caught with a lie?
Keep lying.
Stay with your lie.
That, man. that can open up a whole nother can of fucking worms.
You opened it up. You was like, no, I need to get out. Please arrest me. Please, sir.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Wait. You're like, I can't prove that you're not. You didn't even let him try to arrest you.
He wasn't going to arrest me. He was going to give me a ticket. But I wasn't going to get a ticket under his name. And you know why?
So
You know,
All
another
right,
reason
all
why I
right,
wouldn't
all right.
do
We're
that,
going
like,
off talking. We're going off talking. We're going off talking. We're going
That's
off
what I'm saying.
talking.
Y'all just. It was like 15 minutes of this.
it wasn't like 15 minutes. His mama hated me after that.
Yes, I would have too.
But I was honest. I came back and I told him about it. And I said I wasn't going to get a ticket on his name. That's why I told him it was just me, not him.
So,
I thought he was
John,
going to let me go. Fuck you.
John,
Yes.
I mean, so we're talking about, we all got babies around that age. Are y'all having the talk already?
My son's almost 14. So
Yeah, I got a 14-year-old.
So
My son's about to be 15.
my oldest baby girl, 17, and we've had. I don't know what y'all call it, but we've had versions of the talk because it's different. Because I'm not the dad that's like, oh, all boys want the same stuff. All they want to do with it. I've just been telling her, you know what I'm saying, like, it's different for you because this is something that you can't take back, my baby. Like once you get his thing away, it's something special to you. It might not mean nothing to him. And I like I said, that's why when I think about myself, also, there's too many of them that I took. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done that. Like it would have been better served had we all waited.
Yeah.
But-
See, I wasn't taking no V cards.
I did. I took quite a few of them, and even looking back now, like I said, those aren't circumstances that you want, and
No.
especially not now as a parent. You don't
Well,
want your kid laying down in some alley or in the backseat of some car or randomly in some stairs in a hallway at school. Just crazy, like craziness.
Yeah.
Craziness we used to do.
Yeah. So, I got all boys. I mean, my son is pretty good looking. He hangs out with his soccer teammates, and all those dudes are older. That peer pressure, man. I try to tell him, you need to be the leader. Keep telling him you need to be the leader. You need to be the leader. Man, that conversation is so tough. It's so raw because he doesn't think I'm being an old man. I'm like, yo, you need to set the example. You need to be the leader. You need to do this. And when it comes to this sex thing, that peer pressure comes from the top. I remember going to parties. I'm not going to say no names, but we went to parties. I mean, their parent in 8th grade, and that was pressure right there. Everybody's being knocked down, and you feel the pressure to participate as an 8th grader.
Like I said, I used to be the odd man out because I just wasn't into it.
But being a virgin nowadays doesn't really mean much. I mean, think about it like this.
If you rare if you're a virgin nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, and also, let's say you do wait until, how we view sex. I mean, even nowadays, females say sex is kind of important. They don't want a guy with a most girls don't want a guy with a small dick or don't know what he's doing or whatever. If you get 2 virgins, that's one thing. But, you know what I'm saying, if sex is very important, you wait till you're married, like, you're going to get somebody that's not good at sex.
Yeah, now we're getting into, okay, you're trying to settle down with somebody you never had sex. What are you doing?
You learn together, right?
What if that person's already experienced?
Right.
And they don't want to hold you by the hand. We had a discussion a while back. You're like, yo, do not bring a virgin around me. I don't need that.
Because of our experiences.
Yeah.
Because of our experiences, because of my experiences, there's nothing I can do with that. There's nothing I want to do with that. I don't.
But now, I mean, is sexuality, not sexuality, the virginity? I mean, like bro was saying, is it even special?
Absolutely.
It's down. It's so watered down nowadays. I mean, it's not as special as it. I mean,
because we're guys.
So wait,
we're guys.
So if you were all right, so we're guys. So if the female's a virgin, or the female's experiencing I'm a virgin, does that mean something to the female?
I don't know.
I mean, how long is a female supposed to wait?
You giving away your first time is not the same as a female giving away her first time.
Why not?
Because it's something different. You're poking and you're sliding at something different. It is.
So we're less than because we're males?
I never said you were less than. I said
You said that's what it sounds like.
I'm saying that it's a different thing.
How's
It's a different thing. For most guys, just like we already said this, you was just trying to get as much as you could. You was just trying to knock down as many as you could. You just throwing a dart at the fucking board. For women, it's not like that. Women are.
For some, it is.
Okay,
Bruh,
so
yo,
we talking about.
It's almost guaranteed nowadays that a woman's may have. Let me say, back that up. I don't want to guarantee or no 100% or anything like that.
We're not doing the kid thing.
No, not a kid thing. I'm saying that a lot of women's body counts are up there, and so a lot of men, because like you said, like we were talking about a while back, that men, I mean, we don't have the pick of the litter. You somebody say a pee pick. No, that very man is going to be like, ugh, that's gross.
Because
that's like we're not. Females have the option. Guys get the pleasure. Have the
females have options. Guys have to work for what they want. We understand.
Yeah.
That doesn't. That's not her fault.
Didn't say it was.
So, and that's again why it's more special for her, because it's levels. You have fought off 15, 10, 12, 20 levels. And now,
but what if she's not? What if she's not fight off 15, 20 levels? What if she's conquered 10, 15, 20 levels?
Okay. So then let's just do this. What's and we're not body shaming and slut shaming, none of this here. What's a high body count? And I've said this before in other podcasts. What's a high body count for a girl?
What we say? If it's under 20, we're great. If around 20, we're great.
At what age? Any chick in her 30s right now, 35?
Yeah.
She's had well over 20 bodies.
I mean, also, even if you start out young and you don't have that many sexual partners, everybody goes through a whole phase. I mean,
I gotta stop.
I gotta
stop that.
I mean,
what?
Relatively,
I gotta stop.
Everybody goes through a whole phase.
Not everybody goes through a whole phase. I gotta stop.
Who has not?
Relatively, everybody goes through a whole phase.
You tell me somebody that you know that hasn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly.
Everybody goes.
Exactly.
Through, even if you start out early and you don't have that many sexual partners, and then you have a guy, and then y'all end up separating, they're gonna probably go through a whole phase because they haven't necessarily been with that many guys, so they're gonna try to go and.
But or
they're feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
Not every chick is dick hungry. Not every chick
it's
is
not
going.
Even, but sometimes it's not about. Sometimes it's not about that though.
Fuck that corny shit. If you break up with your dude and then you let 9 other niggas smash, that's not a whole phase. You just nasty bitch. I don't even care. Like I don't care.
Wait. Hold on. In what time? In what time period?
In a year time. If you hop off your dude and 3 weeks later some other dude is smashing you, nah, that's not a whole phase. You sick. You nasty. Don't look at me. No.
That's false.
Nah, that's not false.
So if a dude did that, that's okay?
Ha. See? Here's where we differ. Because guys don't care. You can bump into a chick. You can trip over a chick headed to the bathroom and decide you want to stick her. If you let some dude hit, it's because you've been talking to this dude. This dude done worked his way into your back door.
You don't think females be like, dang, on sight be like, that man is handsome. That man's attractive.
Yes, like that.
And then or do like this. Or do like this.
Yes, that happens.
It happens all the time.
I said yes, it happens.
All the time. And so just because a female decides to exercise her right to have sex, now she's a slut.
I mean, there
My
are
G.
male. I mean, there are male sluts.
My
and
G,
male
that's
whores.
crazy.
If you knocking down several bodies,
10 in a year?
yes.
That's
That is kind of a lot, though.
really?
Yeah.
Yes,
My
nigga.
God, that's like 1 every 3 weeks.
There's no math there.
Well, every month and a half. I mean,
No. Yeah, there's 52 weeks in a year. Let's do the math. 1 every 5 weeks.
at least in a year.
Yeah.
So whatever, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever it is a lot.
That's not. How long is okay? Boom.
That is kind of 10 in a year.
Let me tell you
Pause.
10 different guys.
Pause.
In a year.
Listen. Let's do the math.
You bug.
You meet somebody.
Some chicken.
Hold on. You meet somebody, you connect, you go on a few dates, you like, how long do you
10 times in a year. Come on.
listen. Let's do the math with me.
I hear the math, but I hear your logic too. You're not making no damn sense. You ain't liking these people. You just want to fuck.
How?
So you meet 10 different guys that you like in a year. Oh, you know what? I vibe with this person. Oh, fuck them. I don't like
You
them.
can name 10 people that you like, personality, looks, and everything that you would talk to.
Absolutely not. Not
How?
right now. I don't talk to that many people.
I didn't say talk to them.
And again,
I didn't say that you knew. You could go out and find 10 people that you want to have the opportunity to talk to. There's at least 10 people that you find attractive. There's at least 10 people that you find cool and funny. So that's 20 people right. That's 20 people right there. That if something happened and then y'all had the opportunity to talk and start dating, you could potentially have sex with them. So if you start dating them, how long is that time period that you say we're going to wait?
Depends.
So y'all hit it off right off the bat. Y'all got sexual chemistry,
Okay,
and then you're gonna wait
You don't know if
5.
you got sexual chemistry until y'all have sex.
No, that's not true.
False.
That's false.
That's where you mess it up.
And I've said before, because I truly believe that sometimes people just want to fuck each other. I understand that. Sometimes you see somebody, they see you, that energy crazy. You look at them, they looking at you. You like, we just want to fuck. I wouldn't give a shit what his last
Chemistry
name
and tension
was.
is two different things.
Sometimes two people just want to fuck each other.
That's true.
Perfect. Yeah.
Two single consenting adults. There's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is, and I know how it sounds, and I've said this before, said this in other podcasts. You're not wanting some chick that's got 50, 80, 90 bodies. She could have been exploring herself. She could have went through a whole phase. I don't care what she went through. You're not okay with that. That shit's going to haunt your fucking brain.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So if that conversation never happens, doesn't matter. Are you bringing it up and saying how many bodies you got?
No, I'm not that kind of person.
Exactly. So you the love of your life could have 80 bodies, and you don't. That's a lot. That's a lot. The love of your life can have 80 bodies, and you don't care because you haven't answered the question because she checks all the other boxes. Are you gonna throw that out the window because she got 80 bodies?
When did she get the bodies? Like
last week.
In her early 20s and got it out the way?
No, she got it last week. She went on 80 Tinder dates in 80 days and got it in. You were the 81st.
Nigga, that's just
and she fell in love.
That's just absolutely gross. That's gross.
Of course it is.
Okay.
But I'm saying, like...
But you do that when you're watching porn. How many bodies you go through watching porn? You damn pervert.
What I'm saying is, we can't call it... We can't say that everybody goes through... My original point was we can't say that everybody goes through a whole phase because not every girl decides to wild out like that.
That's true.
So let's circle back to that. You say not everybody wilds out to that, but what if they start young? Now we're going back to that age. They start at 12 years old. Are they wilding out, or are they trying to find something better?
You're trying to find something, and that's what I'm saying.
What are you trying to find at that age, though? You don't know nothing.
Because you don't know nothing. So 25 and under, I'm not even counting that. I'm not even counting that. You didn't know anything.
So are you wilding out, or are you trying to find yourself sexually?
If you hit 20, 30 bodies from you started at 14 and you now 28, put that shit behind you.
14 bodies from 14 to 28. That's not bad though. That's not bad at all.
You hit your 30s and you start to respect yourself. You understand what sex is, and you don't want to give it away. And from 30 to 38, you got two bodies because you was in a long term relationship.
Well, what? How special is sex?
I mean,
Special?
How special is it?
When you
Because we're at the age right now with kids and stuff in the house. We're not having the sex we used to have when we were in our 20s.
we can look at it like sex can just be sex, but it does also mean something because you're giving a piece of yourself to somebody else.
And I gotta be the one to say it. We all know it. When you, and maybe I'm simping a little bit right here, but when you find somebody that you can roll around with, y'all can laugh with, and you like when sex becomes something else, that's the sex you want. So is sex special? Hell yeah, absolutely. You just gotta find the right person that makes you feel that way. Because until then, you just fucking.
So, I think the relationship is special because.
But they coincide.
Huh?
They coincide. Because you can make love and you can have sex. I mean, you can just or you can just be fucking.
So you can have. So that's why I think going back to the age, when you can start appreciating people's company, that's when everything becomes special about that. Hell, going to lunch together, holding hands, going to the movies, that's spending a little time. Sex is just another part of it. Hell, I could lay up with my wife for weeks at a time and just enjoy her company. Crack up and just joke and just lay right next to each other and both of us be on the phone playing Candy Crush.
But I'm gonna say again, that sex is special, and that's what happens to people. This is why you have relationships that go sour because you have one that's just knocking the socks off, and the sex is great, but the person is terrible. Everybody knows somebody that's been in a relationship with somebody where the sex was super good, but the relationship itself was trash and the person was terrible.
I've never had that experience of having great sex with a trash ass person.
But it happens to people.
But
that's why people,
because the connection, the mental connection makes it. Man, we're doing all the. Hold on. So I've had a point where we're doing all the things, and it's like I'm bored. I'm not like. I feel like she's not feeling it. I feel like I'm not feeling it. And we're trying to pull out all the stops. And it's just not good.
So wait, you telling me you never backtrack, been with a person that like you just probably like despise or hated or you've been cheated on or whatever, and you go back and you have sex with that person?
Never.
It's because sex is special.
What? I'm lying my ass off. Yes, I have. Pause.
And why? Why did you do that?
Because I was trying to save a relationship, and I was there around that person, and then we just happened to have sex because I was horny.
Oh, is that all? You didn't like it?
Yeah.
Cut it. Everybody has a list. Everybody has a list of the top 5, and you're like, yo, this person be wilding. If I get a chance to get next to them, I know they're gonna knock my socks off. I gotta stay away from that.
No.
Everybody knows somebody that got the fire. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And you got a top 5.
My wife has that fire. That's the only person for me, John. That's the only person for me. That's the only fire. That's the top 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, sir.
All right, so we're gonna cut his part out.
That's how like Cat Williams.
What I'm gonna say is,
you best to believe.
Sex is special, and the reason why it's special is because you have to find the right person. Until then, you just fucking.
But you're not. At 14, 15, 16, you're not finding the right. You're not finding the right person.
But at the same time, if sex is so special with this said person, why give it away to somebody else?
Yeah, or why give it away to your hand?
You know, I had to check myself about that too because I used to date this girl, right? And I didn't like her like playing with her toy. But I had to check my ego because they said it's not that I don't like have sex with you. It's just this is a different feeling, and it is just different. And I don't mind using toys at all. I mean, it's
So we're gonna creep into something real quick. You have to, as a man, feel a certain type of way if a chick is wanting to use a toy. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with that. Let's not say that. What I'm saying, just as a man, not everybody's like. Even if he's going for it, somewhere in the back of his mind, there is some insecurities that are created because you're doing that.
True. Because I feel like I was competing at first.
Well, you can't compete with that. You can't compete with these objects that suck, blow, twist, turn, pulsate. Like you can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
No,
you can.
No, you can't. There ain't enough gyrating in the world.
Yes, you can.
You could gyrate that hard
You yourself. No. I'm just saying you yourself have to get some attachments. That's how you compete.
RoboCop, nigga.
C-ring? Have you never heard of a C-ring?
Yeah.
You get your attachment.
They make a device.
Boom, pow, surprise.
They make a device that suck the top, that go in here and go down there. You are not doing that. You ain't fitting all of the.
Peace up, A-Town.
You're not doing that, Eric. You're not doing that. She's not gonna tap your head and you're gonna turn into a different speed.
Yo, so I heard, and it's kind of off subject a little bit.
One more time.
But but I heard that's destroying women. Just like you can masturbate so much and lose your sensitivity. Like I heard that's destroying women.
Or your staying power.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never.
No, wait, that messes with your staying power?
Masturbating too much?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it goes down?
Stamina too.
I don't know.
Me personally, I mean,
I burned one. So I've
had to
burn one to get in there.
About it. I have, and I can be swayed when I think about some of these things. For me personally,
So this is my thing right here. I'm not interested in finding my chick with the suction cup on the wall going at it.
Right.
With 17 inches of silicone.
Right.
I'm not either. I don't want that shit.
So.
But if she's doing that and she tells you not to worry, like, what do you
don't worry about it.
You checking your ego at the door?
No.
She flips out a 2-sided 18-inch.
That's your ODing right there. I understand that.
Absolutely not. So I'm not cool with penetration. If you penetrating yourself with toys, now you're kind of competing.
No, okay, it wasn't that. It was.
I cannot buzz.
Or when
like a
really
butterfly.
I went around, it wasn't like I was.
I can't float like a butterfly, sing like a bee. I just can't.
It wasn't.
That's
like
why.
Got finished, and then she was like, it wasn't like that.
But have you ever? And this is going way off topic from what we started about. But have you ever used toys on
my chick?
On your chick?
No. Wait.
That's why you competing.
I mean, no. I've only done just.
That's why, because when you are controlling the tool, you don't feel like you're competing. You feel like you're orchestrating something. You're painting a masterpiece.
Yeah, I've done that with,
And then when you put one of those C-rings on, I promise you, get one with the buzz. I promise you, you feel like Superman. I don't know where the video left off or where we left off, but
we have enough to chop it into pieces.
Yeah. Anyway, long story short,
I think
adulthood. I think when your mind is mature,
right,
is the perfect time to start exploring. And I wish I would have done that when it got my mind.
But that, what I'm saying, I wouldn't say 18 or any age would be. I mean, 18, 19 is ideal.
I'm not giving specific ages for anybody. I'm saying for me.
That's what I'm saying. Like that would be ideal, but specific. I mean, like you said, whenever you feel like you're mature and you're ready, not to be pressured or anybody's talking you into it. You only know when you're ready.
But so can a 14-year-old say they're ready?
No, because
I don't think
there's consequences that come with sex.
Yeah, I don't think that they
If
would be.
if you're not
mature
enough to handle the consequences that come with sex, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
That's why again I said 18 for me, because at that age I knew. Like when we were younger and we were just out there just doing wild shit, I wasn't thinking about that shit.
No.
It wasn't even a conscious thought in my mind.
Mature enough to have sex and being mature is two different.
So the only things that were in my mind is don't catch something, don't make a baby. I was petrified of
I was
making
more
a
or less
baby.
on the just don't catch nothing. I don't even think I was caring about the baby part.
We could tell.
Definitely.
All right. I think that's a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Please continue with those comments.
Yeah, man, we love it, man. We appreciate the feedback.
Especially on this subject. I know we got off topic a little bit. We try to bring it back around, but it's such a this is something that weighs, I know, heavy on us because we do have kids, that age, vulnerable, that the same age as we were. My boys know that I got in a little bit of a scare with my oldest, and so there's a lot of things that can happen when you're young.
Real fast.
Yeah.
Real fast that you have no control over.
And you can share some of your life experiences with your kids because we've all had a lot of scares. Period. Like whether it's like babies or even maybe catching something or just thinking that you just because you're sleeping with multiple people, so you don't know how many kids you may got, especially if you got boys like you. You had what, 2 kids almost the same age?
3 kids are the same age.
See, and
he said, "Don't tell my business."
It's really not a secret.
Yeah, I guess that.
But who? I'm sorry.
It's a thing we do.
My man looked like he just like.
Yeah, he's right. I got it. But the same age. I'm sorry.
With my oldest boy, I just tell him, man.
Wrap that shit up, B.
No. What I tell him is, look at me. Look at me. Look at me right now. Look at how I'm doing. Do you want to be doing like this or you want to do better? Who got the money? You got any? Does your mom got money? Do I got money? You want to live your life. You want to go and you want to be able to do things. You want to be able to buy things. And if you focus on the wrong stuff right now, you can't do those things.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to stay focused. I need you to understand that you want an opportunity to live your life before it's put on the shelf. And I'm not saying that having kids at a young age is a bad thing. It's just you just shouldn't do it. You need to live your life first.
Yeah.
You need to live your life first, get some experiences, and just see what else is out there. Go see the world.
And that's exactly what I tell my son. I was like, man, you got enough time to get wrapped up in that. So you have a ton. I was like, I'm 40 years old, G. You have plenty of time. You have plenty of time to experiment and grow and know yourself. I was like, one, don't bring home no babies. I was like, because he's a pretty good athlete. If he gets his mind right and his grades right, because he's coachable, and the coaches are. I mean, like I said, he's a good athlete. He can do something with that. The worst thing you can do is have a child at that age, and then you're a baby not knowing how to raise that child. I mean, that's what I just tell him. That's the worst thing.
And I haven't even had a conversation with my son yet. He lives with his mom in a different city, and my son's 13. So, and I don't even know how we even start this conversation. First of all, my little guy, he ain't even thinking about none of that. He's like a nerdy kid. He's a mama's boy. He ain't even. I don't even know if he's ever even seen anything like that.
That's what I thought until I'm checking.
So
checking
rewind
search history.
Rewind it back to when you were that age.
Oh,
I bet your parents looked at you and was like, ugh. he ain't even thinking about that.
It's not the way he looks. Not the way he looks. Like it's just the way he acts.
No, he's a good looking kid.
But you know, at the same time, I had access to that stuff because my dad had porn and shit everywhere.
You don't think
I was in the streets? He don't go out.
Well, hold on. Well, not to cut you off, but you don't think kids that play Dungeons and Dragons are having sex?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying
they get in that orc or whatever that fairy. They're doing that cosplay.
I will say that my son. I didn't think my son cussed until I heard him cuss one day. I was like, "What you say?" I said, "Son, you ain't gonna get in trouble." I said, "Do you cuss?" He was like, "No." I was like, because my ex, she heard him cuss. He just said shit. I said, "No, he did not. Not my son. He didn't." I said, "Nah, he know." Because I could call my son in the other room. I say, "Hey, Elijah." He's like, "Yes, sir." I just want to see what he gonna say. And he was like, "I'm like, all right." He said, "Yes, sir." And I'm like, "Okay." But just to find out he cussed, I said, "You be cussing on the game?" Sometimes. I was like,
why you got your son sounding special, son?
That's the way he talk. And I'm like,
sometimes.
I was like, no. I was like, oh man. I said, I thought I had. I got a good kid, but just to find out that he actually be cussing out kids on the same game.
And guess what? He's looking at PNV. Yeah, you think he playing the game?
You need to understand that it's not even him. It's the cats that he talked to. It's the cats that he around. Because I thought the same thing. My son, my son Adrian is one of the sweetest kids I've ever met. He wouldn't harm a butterfly, but I have heard him cussing, and I know from his Google history that he do like booty twerking.
Yo, son. Yo,
and I'm cool with that. And I try to tell them, what I'm saying? I know, like I told the other boys, I know that y'all going look at some of this stuff, and it's just okay. There's a place and time for it.
Yeah, wait. Just a quick story. So when twerking first came out, I didn't know what it was. Everyone's like, is it twerk? You watch a twerk video, blah, blah, blah. So I get on my Xbox Live and type in, twerking. Ron messaged me, you nasty ass. I didn't know it showed what you're watching.
Man. Yeah, you can show you what. Yeah.
Martin, watch a twerking video.
He used to do that and stopped doing that. Say word. He's sick. He's Martin down there watching Booty 34.
I remember one time I was.
You've been watching that for 36 minutes.
I was like maybe 12, maybe 13. And y'all remember that motherfucking? Y'all remember the Spice Channel?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was in my dad's room, right, and I was laying down on his bed. and I was watching the Spice Channel. And you can't really see shit, right?
Yeah.
And I was getting there, going down on myself, and then my sister comes in. She was like, "You so nasty." I was like, please don't tell Daddy. Please don't. I was like, please. Come on, man. She didn't tell my pops, but she told her baby daddy. I got home from school the next day, and he just looked at me and smiled like a motherfucker. I was like, "What you doing, bro?" I was like, "You didn't told her, didn't you? You told her, didn't you?" I was like, "Motherfucker."
You're goofy ass. What are you laying up in the bed?
All right, I'm Poe.
Okay, Mark.
Roby.
Signing out.
Here.
Have a good one.